Could we potentially see you in season 2, either as Olivia or a new cast member? Are you open to that?
I'm of course open to it.
The White Lotus finale was literally everything and more. The series was everything and more, truly. How did you feel about Olivia's ending?
You know, I think that Olivia had a little bit coming to her, but then at the same time, I feel for her. There's some things that I think that Olivia needs to work out with herself still.
Just a few things.
Yeah, just a few things. So hopefully she grows a little.
What did you think about the ending overall? Obviously, you find out Armond is the one who died, and it was Shane who did it, but it was an accident. I mean,
when I was reading it, I did not see it coming at all, because the entire time, because we got episode by episode, so the entire time I was trying to figure it out at the same time. So I kind of had the same process as you guys did, just a little sooner. It was definitely funny seeing it though. Armond like going to the bathroom in the suitcase, everything was just, it was amazing.
when you read that in the script, like, was there a group text or what were you guys all thinking? Like, is this actually happening right now?
Well, my first question was, is he actually going to be doing it? How are they going to make this look real?
Was it real?
No.
Okay. I thought the same thing. I was like,
could you imagine if I said, yes, it's real, and then Murray, for the rest of his life?
It would have, this interview would have blown up and gone everywhere. People would have,
oh no.
It makes me want to gouge my eyes out.
So they only gave you guys the scripts week by week. Was that to sort of protect the secrecy of the project?
We get it whenever Mike is done, and then HBO approves the scripts, and then they get sent to us. So it's just not all at the same like clump of time.
I feel like Olivia, truly, she was really iconic to me on every level, but also, of course, a little bit sociopathic in a way.
Very much so. There's definitely a few little mean bones in her.
Why do you think, though, she ultimately did not rat Paula out for her involvement in the robbery?
I think that she was just really heartbroken because, yes, Olivia's a really friend, but that is what friendship is to her. So Paula not being her number one per se and breaking that like girl code that Olivia had in some weird form broke her, and she was really sad and heartbroken and disappointed in the friendship. So I think that she was still trying to process it herself. And then there's also the underlying Olivia streak in her of she's going to save this for one day.
Oh, nice, right on.
What did end up happening to Kai? Like, we know, but we don't know. We didn't actually see it.
I think he got fired, sadly. Fired,
maybe arrested. Maybe
who knows? I guess I think you'd probably get arrested, but yeah. I don't know if my parents press charges.
I'm curious.
They would probably press charges.
They would definitely press charges, I feel.
They're the kind of people I think that would press charges and then sue.
Yeah, I know. This show, so at first it was announced as a mini series, and then I feel like they saw the popularity of it, and so now it is getting a season 2 with a whole new cast, a whole new White Lotus location. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm just so excited for Mike and Dave and everyone a part of the show because I think they deserve this. Mike's writing is just so much fun and so incredible, and whatever he brings to season 2 will just elevate it even more and be a blast to watch.
Could we potentially see you in season 2, either as Olivia or a new cast member? Are you open to that?
I'm of course open to it.
Okay, so you wouldn't say no. Are there conversations happening on that front?
Yeah.
Okay. If it were up to you, would you reprise the role of Olivia, or would you like...
Oh yeah, she's a blast. She's so far from myself, so it's so fun to just like dive into this, and I'm so terrified of Olivia, so it's really fun playing a character that you're scared of. Yeah.
How was the reception? I feel like everyone was equally as terrified of Olivia.
They were, like, literally, I was reading some stuff where they're saying, I really hope Sydney is not as scary as Olivia. Like, I don't know if I want to meet Sydney anymore. I'm like, oh
no! No, you're like the nicest person on the planet.
Oh, thanks.
In real life. But on the show, I mean, it means you did a good job. It's a testament to your acting.
Thank you.
Connie Britton as your mom. I'm obsessed with her. How was it to have her play your mom?
I mean, I'm obsessed with her too. I always say, like, my mom and I binge Nashville together. So when I first saw her, she was already in costume. We were doing a camera test in Hawaii, and she was wearing like the big brimmed hat and the sunglasses. And I was sitting there, and I literally, my jaw went. And I called my mom. I'm like, Mom. So I was fangirling along with everyone else.
I feel like love is super dark and no one ever talks about it.
Your other big HBO hit, Euphoria. Are you guys still filming for season 2?
Yes, we are.
Okay. How is it going? How are you feeling about where?
Amazing. I am so beyond excited and proud of this season. So I cannot wait for everyone to see it and all the hard work everyone's been putting into it.
I know you guys had to wait a while to get to this point where you were filming just because, of course, the pandemic. Did they change direction a lot in terms of where you thought the show was going to go, or is it pretty much where you thought?
There were definitely 2 different versions of this season from before the pandemic versus now. And I really love what this season is.
Is that because of how you guys have to film things, or just because they had more time to kind of ruminate?
No, I think it was just being able to be allowed more time with the show.
Very cool. How would you compare this new season to season 1? I know you can't say too much.
It's definitely darker. It's more intense. I don't want to say much more without giving too much away.
More shocking than White Lotus?
I mean, it's Euphoria, yeah.